Night falls and the troop campsite, which was bustling with activity during the day, has calmed down as everyone retires to their quarters to rest. However, Zoe is quietly opening the door to her quarters. After quickly looking around outside and ensuring everything is normal, she surreptitiously drives away from the campsite. Her jeep races over the wilderness toward the abandoned town Zoe and Ada had visited in the day for their cultural inspiration. She parks outside the town, then dismounts before examining her surroundings and the ground. The two of them left from here. These tire tracks look new, and they match the model of their jeep and the direction they took to leave. That's right, these are the tracks. She follows the somewhat indistinct tire tracks, the jeep turning here and there, stopping and starting again. Finally, Zoe comes to a halt outside a secluded valley. Before her are dozens of vehicle tracks, all leading toward the valley's mouth. What's going on here? Zoe parks her jeep in a secluded corner and cautiously approaches the mouth of the valley. She looks for a good vantage point which she can use to peer deeper within. At its floor, she sees several rows of dilapidated houses. Their lights illuminate the valley and the vehicles of various makes driving through it, as well as the people patrolling beside them. Even from afar, their unique style of dress instantly tells Zoe who they are. Varjägers? Zoe frowns. The Varjägers are endemic to the Yellow Zone, so finding one of their bases isn't exactly out of the ordinary. However, the men she caught earlier today didn't seem like Varjägers, so what exactly is going on here? Just as Zoe sinks into thought, she hears a sound from nearby. We have found it, over here. Zoe quickly ducks behind a pile of rocks and looks at the source of the sound. A pair of figures walk through the night. The one in front appears to be a girl, and the one behind is wearing a huge coat. There seems to be something familiar about them. Zoe ups the output of her visual modules, but just as she's about to study them in more detail, they suddenly turn toward her. Look out! There's someone up ahead! The speaker opens fire, and a bullet kicks up a spray of sand at Zoe's feet. The girl is already running toward her. Zoe ducks behind a nearby wall. The fact that they have managed to spot her so easily is a clear sign that they are not ordinary people, and normally, picking a 1-2 fight would not be wise. However, if the one in the back is someone important, then taking them out might be a good idea too. Upon making up her mind, Zoe bursts out from behind a pile of rocks and throws her grapple rope out at the coated figure. Look out! The girl immediately turns to cover Zoe's target, but she cannot swat the grapple away in time. The coated figure executes a combat roll and evades the thrown spike. However, Zoe has already launched herself forward by now. Commander! Another burst of bullets dogs Zoe's steps, drowning out the girl's words. Zoe evades them with a rapid dash and her hand tightens around her knife as she leaps forward again. The blade slashes through the fabric of the coat, and the light reflecting from the knife's blade illuminates its wearer's face. Commander? Zoe? After our little scuffle, I explained the reason why we're here to Zoe. So you're saying that you're here to investigate Varjäger activity in the region? Indeed, the Elmo recently got a commission to track down these Varjägers. You wouldn't have known because Groza and I set out a little after you. According to Brief, this particular band has been going all out with the killing, looting, and burning, and a few broker friends of mine have reported losing stock to them as well. They are very familiar with the terrain, and we only just managed to find their base today. But enough about us. What about you, Zoe? I suppose someone as capable as you must think nothing of coming to a Varjäger stronghold by yourself so late at night. It was merely a coincidence that I ended up here. I did not expect that the Varjägers would have their eye on my client. Seriously? Who is this client of yours anyway? She's an actress. Her troupe just arrived in a settlement yesterday and they are preparing for a show. I have no idea why the Varjägers would go after her. Perhaps it's just a misunderstanding. After all, they are a performing troupe from the Green Zone, so perhaps they appear like plump sheep to these hungry wolves? I see. Still, she only arrived yesterday, and people already have their sights on her. It's quite surprising just how eager the Varjägers are about all this. What do you plan to do now, Commander? Are you going to wipe out this stronghold? I'm not in a hurry to do so. My assignment was to conduct a discreet investigation, so in principle, I'm just supposed to remotely observe them. The important thing is to get a feel for their overall situation, so I won't be making contact with them or entering their hideouts unless I have to. And besides, it seems these Barriers have some kind of a boss in charge of them. They have more than one base, so sniffing them all out is going to take a while. What a pain. Zoe thinks for a while. A moment later, she looks up at me. In that case, I have a proposition, Commander. Go ahead. At first, I thought this was just an ordinary case of someone trying to intimidate my client. But things are clearly not that simple since the situation involves the Barriers. After taking into consideration the troop's safety and the secret investigation you're conducting, would you be willing to join the troop protection mission for the time being and work with me? So the troop serves as both bait and a cover for our investigation. Heh, it does sound like a win-win situation. Yes, also if anything happens, the client and the troop will be safer with you and Miss Groza around. I don't mind, but the client and troop, on the other hand, I'll speak with them about it. However, the troop's funds are limited and they probably won't be able to pay you too well. There's no need for that. Ultimately, we're both making use of each other here. And besides, Monsoon has done their fair share of free labor for me too. Are you happy with that, Leader Zowie? I chuckle and extend a friendly hand to Zowie. She is silent for a moment, then she extends her hand to me, one that's covered in scars. That is strange. Since when was Zowie such a miser? Fixing this level of synthetic skin damage shouldn't cost that much. Before I can ask further, Zowie nods to me. Glad to be working with you, Commander.